way. And the moment we are passing underneath the bridges, put your hands back in. Okay, some of them are really, really tight and myself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so from the bus I only had a chance to point out to you our train station. Well, that little island with the restaurant was added a little bit later on, but the train station itself opened in 1889. The place where we are leaving with our canal boat is a sort of a T-junction, because that's exactly where the Amstel River is flowing towards the river called Het I, which is right on the other side of the train station. And Het I had the direct connection with the North Sea. So here we had the North Sea going in, it was causing a lot of floods. That's why before the train station was built, we had an enormous lock over here that was protecting the city from that seawater coming in and flooding the city. Of course, it didn't help that much because the city of Amsterdam was regularly flooded. And not only with the water coming from the Amstel River in the spring, but also because of the high tides coming from the North Sea. Eventually, everything has been regulated. And in 1928, by the V letter, enormous enclosing dike was set up over here that entirely closed off the North Sea. So the entire section of the water that was behind the train station that used to be the salty water after 90 years became just the sweet water. Back in 1960s, the beginning of 1970s, they started to come with the boats. They were docking them on the canals and in the harbor. And then eventually the city authorities decided that's actually going to be a pretty good idea to accommodate people coming if they want to stay and live on those boats. So that's exactly what they've done. They've started to give the docking position for those houses, those houseboats, and then they eventually connected all of them with the city. So they are all connected, having fresh water, having the sewage system, having electricity, having heating, so it's just a normal apartment, but with that difference you're officially on the water. So there is no difference, maybe except for the fact that it's a little bit lower than the normal apartment, but except for that it's just a normal apartment. It has to have exactly the same features as the normal apartment. We ran out of the space in Amsterdam, because we do have got nearly 3,000 of those houseboats at the moment in the city, and the city already 7 years ago said we are too crowded, so we don't give any new permits at the moment for those areas. Hello! Plus, imagine you're the outer boat. Just like over here coming up on the left hand side as well, you see those two, they're next to each other. Just imagine that you're the outer boat. How do you get to the shore? Walk across. You have to walk across your neighbor, exactly. Of course, not for the living room. Then we have got also a couple over here on our right hand side. They do use a little bridge always at the rear of the boat, the common area that they agreed on, and then you just walk through the neighbor. But yeah, just remember you have to be super quiet if you come back home as well in the middle of the night, right? Not to wake up anyone. But yes, this is your living space, this is your neighbor's living space. You're just sharing the common area. You have got a beautiful little black house that is leaning towards the left hand side. Can you see it? Freestanding little house which is called the Sluiswacht. That was the house where the gentleman lived who operated the lock. Because we are passing the lock on our way, the very first one. So that black door right and left, ladies and gentlemen, those are the wooden doors that would normally close. Because this canal we are taking had the connection with the North Sea. The height level, the difference on the level between the North Sea and the canals of Amsterdam is, watch out, 2 meters, 6 feet. Those little houseboats, you will see them different than the ones ahead. These ones are just standing on the concrete platform, so they are just physically touching the bottom of the canal, so they don't have a problem like the one that we saw earlier that they are going to sink. But because of that fact, the boats like this one straight ahead of us, they have to go and have a checkup once in a while to see if everything is okay. stripes on the right hand side that belongs to the university, the theater of the university. Called the dancing houses of Amsterdam. So if you will start looking right now to our right hand side, you will see the Mulligan's Bar, the one that stays straight up with the Irish flag outside, but then have a look at the buildings left from it, the 6 buildings. Look at the first 2, they are leaning towards the right hand side, and the remaining 4, they are leaning to the left. This way. Here as well you're going to see that every single house has got a little beam and a hook attached to it, which is sometimes a hook hanging right from the top. So you would just pull the rope through, you would hoist up all of your goods up. So sometimes, and we are going to see it as well once we are going to walk through the city later on for our food tour, that some of the houses are slightly leaning forward. That one was done on purpose. So the moment you were hoisting up the goods, you wouldn't damage the facade of the house. So that was this one. So imagine a new washing machine is going to weigh, let's say, 80 kilos, yeah? Right? That's what it is, 60
Not anymore, not anymore.
And you live in the little red house over here on the left, and you have to bring it up.